If you've landed here on this YouTube video, you've probably purchased the WeldVisionPro and you've scanned this QR code and it's brought you to this video. And while everything is in this instruction manual, I thought it would be also helpful to give you a video. Let's just go through what's in the box. The first thing you have is the Auto-Darkening lens, also known as the ADL cover, so our WeldVisionPro. You also have the glasses, you have a polishing cloth that you're going to use to polish the ADL lens or the magnifying lenses. You have 2 different optional mounting clips depending on what fits your stylus. You also have a micro USB charging cable which charges the headset because there's 2 different lights. One is activated by your welder and one is battery operated via a rechargeable battery. So that's what you need this for. Also, you have a little baggie with 2 of the cutest little screwdrivers ever, and these are your mini Phillips tension screwdrivers, and I'll show you what these are used for. Also inside, you have extra flexible silicone tension loops. Let's see, what else is in the box? You have 5 interchangeable magnification lenses, so it depends on what magnification level you need. That's what you're going to choose. I use the highest magnification. I have team members that use the lowest magnification. So you're going to want to try a few different ones to decide what works for you. Also, inside of the box, you have this optional binding sheath for the stylus and ADL screen cables. You don't have to use this, but it is nice to be able to combine the cables with this sheath if you are using your stylus and you don't want 2 cords in the way of your elbow. This is a really nice addition. Okay, so that is what is in the system. Let's go to the second page of your instructions. Okay, let's get really detailed on what's going on with our system here and our glasses. This is the cable that's going to plug into your welder. Now, the awesome thing about the WeldVisionPro is it's not light activated. It is triggered by your welder. Okay, let's take the tie off here. All right, and we're going to bring it back here and plug it into the actual welder, which is going to activate the LED light. Okay, probably popped off camera here for a second. There we go. Awesome. Let's talk about some features of the glasses. This is going to come set up with the tension loops on the arm of the glasses that are meant for someone who works with the welder on their right hand side. You have the ability to pull these tension loops off and move the actual cord over to the left hand side if you keep your welder on the left hand side. And that's as simple as you just roll these rings off, okay? And then you would roll them back on this side. Now, this is the light I was talking about that's rechargeable right on top here. This is going to be your jeweler's task light, and this is how you'll see your jump ring, okay? Great. You'll notice that I just moved that. That moves at a 45-degree angle. There's tension screws here in the side where I talked about, right, those mini Phillips screwdrivers. You can loosen the tension, tighten the tension based on what works for you for the ADL lens. Over time of using things, right, and moving this back and forth, it's going to become a bit looser, so you have those mini screwdrivers to tighten it up over time in case that does happen to you. You have the micro charging socket on the side, right? You're going to charge it right here with a standard just USB plug charger. And then you have, of course, the nose bridge, which is adjustable. This is really important because if you don't adjust this to your comfort, it's going to feel too heavy on your face or it's going to squeeze your nose and it's not going to be comfortable. The comfort of the system as a wearable system really rests on this nose bridge. Now, of course, the star of the show is the ADL here, which comes inside the case. It's going to be bright. You'll see the little thumb hole here, right? You just pull this open and you'll see a very bright LED strip of lights. Okay, so this obviously, you can see there's 2 tabs here. There's a horizontal tab and there's a vertical tab. You are just going to plug that Horizontal tab right in here. Awesome. Now, if you didn't need magnification, you could wear these just like this. I'll put it on. This cord is meant to run down depending on how you have your hair, long hair, short hair. It's meant to be able to go behind your ear like this, and it'll run down your back when you're wearing it, right? I know, another cord, but you have to have it plugged into your welder so that it's triggered by the welder. Not light, you want it triggered by the welder. So this, you can see, you can actually work just like this, and you can do a weld, and you're completely protected if you don't need magnification. Okay, if you do need magnification, like me, let's just go ahead and add magnification into this scenario. Pull out the lenses. Okay, you select your desired magnification level. Right. Okay. Then you are going to just easily wiggle that magnification in. Perfect. And now I can also adjust my jeweler's task light here if I want. Great, so I can see my jump ring right in front of me. Okay, I'm gonna put these back on. Awesome. Right, it's gonna look a little funny there, but here's my magnification. I can see so much better with this, so much clearer with this level of magnification. I am free to work. I can lift the magnification up, talk to my client, move all around. I'm not tethered to anything. I'm not trying to put someone's arm in something. I can do necklaces, anklets, move all around with this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this down. My jeweler's task light is on. And at this point, what I'm likely doing is opening and closing my jump ring with my magnification. And now I could be sitting here, I could be down here working on an anklet, I could be up on a necklace. Like I said, you have freedom of movement with the WeldVisionPro. You take this, right? You're opening and closing your jump rings. Wonderful. Now it comes time to weld, right? You're gonna have your hopefully grounded pliers. You'll have your grounded pliers. You'll have a hold of the jump ring, right? You will go like this. You're gonna bring your WeldVisionPro ADL down. So now, as you can see, I have magnification and eye protection. Grounded pliers. Stylus. I don't have tungsten in right now for the sake of for the sake of safety as I'm waving this around. All right, and I'm looking here, and when I hit, of course, the tungsten and to the jump ring, the ground is on the jump ring, the welder is triggered, and my screen auto darkens. It is such a fantastic system to help you be able to see what you're doing and to protect your eyes without having to give up the freedom of movement. Okay, now what you want to do when you are not using your WeldVision system is make sure you're keeping the cover on that, okay? All right, so this goes in just like this. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, and remember to turn your light off, your task light. And then when you're done for the evening, you pull that magnified lens out. You're gonna put it right back in your case. Okay, and that's how you're gonna store it. You can also certainly wiggle this off, nice and easy, and you could take it all the way off the glasses and store it if you'd like. Let's talk using it as an attachment for your stylus, okay? So if you're like, you know what, Lindy, I don't want to wear anything, I don't need magnification, or I do need magnification, but I still just want it on my stylus. Great, we can do that. So you're gonna roll the tension rings off of, okay? You're gonna roll it off of the arms of these glasses. The top one is pretty darn snug. So what I like to do is I actually grab my grounded pliers and I get it right over here and I make sure that the arm is straight. Now be careful because it's gonna get stuck right inside this part. Don't rip your cable off. But anyway, you get it past that, nice and easy, pull it down, and you can either put the glasses off to the side and you don't need to use them, or like I mentioned, this is such it's a system that's so multifaceted. You can do so many things with it depending on your comfort level, right? I can work like this, put my magnification in, and I can wear my magnification if I want. Great. And have this on my stylus. So I haven't lost the use of my magnification if I want to put the ADL on my stylus. But say I don't need magnification because I'm blessed with fantastic eyes. All right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your stylus, and then remember I said you have 2 clips, okay? And you're gonna test each clip depending on what works for your stylus. That's the one you're gonna use, okay? And now there's a part of your mounting clip here that's longer, right? And that's basically where you can put your thumb when you're putting it on. Think about your thumbs going right here, okay? And that goes down the stylus, right? So you're gonna just put it like this. You're gonna use your thumb and you're gonna push it on. You're gonna hear it click. It's nice and tight, and you're gonna make sure that it's on the thicker part of your stylus, okay? I'm gonna just take this off, and the light should be pointing to the stylus tip. Remember that. It's not going to do you any good if you're blinding yourself in the face, so point it to your stylus tip. The beautiful part about this system, right? You can wiggle this on and have it in this horizontal position. But what I like to do is actually have it in a vertical position. Okay, so you're gonna put that on and you're gonna wiggle it in until it clicks. Okay, clicks, perfect. Now, remember I mentioned this optional sheath here? You don't have to put this on. If you're fine with this and you don't mind that cords are here, no big deal. You could certainly take this, right? I'm gonna grab my grounding pliers, and with the vertical, it prevents you from looking around the screen. You actually can have your grounded pliers look straight with a field of vision that is not obstructed, and you can do your weld. You're probably gonna have to push that down a bit, right? And I have such a great field of vision here, depending on how you have the person's arm or leg or neck for a necklace. All of this field of vision, and when you tap it, it auto darkens and your eyes are protected. And remember, like I said, you can be doing all this also while wearing the glasses, so you can have magnification up here and auto darkening down here on your stylus. Okay, let me show you exactly how to put this sheath on. Now, what I'll say about this sheath is it takes a little effort, but it's purposeful because you want to make sure, okay, that it's on there good so they don't come apart. Okay, so you just go down and you're gonna, it's easiest actually if you lay this on the table, and then you can put both cords in. Okay, for the sake of time, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but essentially you'll work both cords in, and then you will have one singular cord all the way down. So you have no cords in your working area. They're not hit. You won't have 2 cords that you can get your arm stuck in, or your arm stuck in, or your hair stuck in while you're trying to do an anklet or a necklace. So it creates the one long cord. Okay, and then it gets all the cords, if this were all together, it gets them all out of your way. Okay, now if you want to store this, you would take your sheath off, right? Okay, and then you're gonna wiggle this out. Remember, wiggle. You're not pulling straight out. You're not trying to break it. You're just doing a little bit of a wiggle so that you can get this all the way out nicely, okay? We're gonna put the cover back on it. Perfect, so I can store it away. And to get my clip off of my stylus, I can simply just take it off the bottom, and that is it. that is the WeldVision Pro system. Thank you so much for purchasing. I hope you are able to see your weld so clearly, and it absolutely changes the game for you. I can't wait for what we're going to bring for you next. See you soon.